Oh, look who's here first. Yo, no, someone's not playing games, bro. Someone is not playing games here. Jeez.
I don't play games ever.
Jeez.
Look at my wife.
Jeez. I love it. I love it. All right. All right. So we are live. We are live. We are live, people. Hold on. Let me just drop a nice little message on Trainerize Ivan. Get some more people in here. Nobody wants those 15 points.
Listen, if they don't get the 15 points, they're not going to stand a chance regardless either way because I'm not stopping going to the gym.
Word. 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 All right, brother. So talk to me. Give me a win, bro.
Win? Listen, I went to the gym at 7 in the morning today. I went to the gym 11 days streak. 10K every day. I literally, as soon as I got home, had so much energy, I straight up still went and installed a whole faucet, literally. Because Talia's mom was asking for this new faucet, so we bought it at Home Depot. And I was like, all right, no playing around. I'm gonna knock this thing out real quick.
Oh, I like that.
As soon as I got back from the gym.
I like that.
So staying energetic, definitely, that's my positive.
I love that, bro. So you're on an 11-day streak.
Oh, down another pound too, officially now. I went on the scale. Remember I told you last time I think I was down another pound?
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm only 17 away. 17 away officially.
17 away.
To the goal.
So how much have you lost already?
Right now, I was 185. So right now I'm at 167. So saying a good 15 pounds already.
So you lost.
Easy.
So you lost 15 pounds since working with me, and now we're only how many pounds shy from your ultimate goal?
17. 17.
17 pounds. So we're in the halfway mark right now. You would say, right?
Yes, sir.
Brother, I love
Definitely. Feels like it. Definitely does. It feels great.
I'm
looking great too. I love looking at myself in the mirror. Talia's mom tells me, you gotta wait for other people to tell you. I'm like, nah. You gotta tell yourself. You gotta give yourself confidence. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, man, I look good. I did that. I went every day to the gym and I forced myself to get there and move and make these goals.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Words of affirmation to yourself really changes the mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, Ivan. Bro, I'm so proud of you.
Let me turn on the camera. Let me show you what I'm doing right now. Look at this so you can see. I'm literally, that's how dedicated I am. I'm making meatballs while after the meeting. That's how dedicated I am.
Damn, bro.
To the program, bro. I'm literally making meatballs as I'm talking to you. Meal prepping.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Meal prepping for the week. I love it.
For the week, Papa. That's it.
I love it. Speaking about halfway points, that's going to be the topic of conversation. Ivan, I know you're busy right now, but do you have any questions for me before we move on, brother?
Nah, everything's been going amazing. I'm the top MVP. Got no questions here.
I love it. I love it, bro. All right. Donnie, what's going on, brother? Dímelo. Oh, shoot, I forgot you're at work. So my guy's at work changing lives, saving lives, and he's still logging in. That's dedication as well, brother. I appreciate it. Type up a win, bro. I'm not going to let you slip that easy. Type it up. Give me a win for the week. Give me a win for the week. Working 12 hours, 5 days, 12 hours, I'm assuming, and still didn't miss any days. That's dedication right there, too, bro. I love that. I love that. Any difference in weight, clothing, sizes, real quick? Down to XL. Love that. Where did you start off at? 36 in the waist. 2X. Love that. Phenomenal, bro. Or 3X. I think when you were closer to the big 100, you were 3X, bro, before you joined the program. That's great, bro. Congratulations. You should be proud of yourself as well. Love it. Love it. Love it. Carlene! On an 11-day streak. Love that too, bro. That's what I'm talking about. All right, before we move on to Carlene, hold on. Do we have any questions for me before we move on, Donnie? No, sir. Phenomenal. Look at you picking up those 15 points too. I love it. Carlene, are we here?
I'm here.
Carlene, good afternoon. How are we doing today?
I'm doing all right.
I love that. Let's share a win. What's a win for the week?
Only win is I tracked food.
That's still a win. That is phenomenal. That is very, very, very good. Carlene, do we have any questions for me before we move on? We got a nice fun topic for today.
No questions.
Love it. All right. So everybody's winning. I love that. Ivan is already down 17 pounds. He's on his halfway mark to his goal. He has another 15 pounds to go. My guy Donnie is already down. In total, I believe 50 to 60 pounds. Went down from a size triple X to just an XL. Love that. Both of them are on an 11-day streak. And my girl Carlene, her win is tracking food. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. All right. Guys, today we're going to use per request. A lot of people loved my whiteboard presentation last time. Per request, I'm going to be using my whiteboard again. Okay, you guys ready? All right. Let's see. There you go. Let me know if you guys could see it. You guys could see it, right? Put it on the chat. Yes, you could see it. Yes, you could see it. Yes, you could see it. Give me a yes, people. Ivan, you could see it. Donnie, you could see it. Carlene, you could see my screen. My whiteboard, my electronic whiteboard. I see you now. I was lagging. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. So we have yeses. Perfect. Okay. So, guys, we have a graph here. And in this graph, we have a curve. We have motivation. And we have time in the bottom. Now, usually when people join a training program, when people join a network, when people join a community, they have high motivation and they have high time. Week one, they're all in. Let's do it. I want to change my life. I am balls to the walls. I'm all in. Count me in. I'm going to show up to everything and I'm going to go 127%. Okay? Now, that being said, usually by week three, that's when This is week 1 when everything is high. Okay? When there's week 3, notice that the motivation starts going down. Now, when the motivation starts going down, now all of a sudden, you start realizing that this is harder than I thought. This is harder than you thought. Okay? So one more time, Carlene, she said it was pretty small. Let me know if it's too small for you guys. I can always zoom in, that's not a problem. Okay, we have motivation here, we have time here, we have week 1, we have week 3, and then we have week 6. Okay, week 1, just to recap, I'm all in, I'm 127%, count me in. Week 3, notice that the motivation starts going down. Then the time starts getting very, very narrow. And now all of a sudden, on week 3, you start realizing that this is harder than you thought. This is extremely hard. Okay? Now, in week 6 plus, you're going to start realizing that once some time passes by, you start seeing some results, motivation will start coming up again, and time will start coming up again because you start making time for yourself. Okay? Put yes on the chat if this makes sense so far. I'm going to dive into it even more into detail. I'm giving you guys a checkpoint. Any questions so far before I go into detail? Chat. Yes, no, maybe. Makes sense. Perfect. All right. So, this dip right here is where 90% of people disappear. Not because they're lazy, but because they confuse the dip with failure. They need to remember that this is part of the process. It's a lifestyle journey. It's not an overnight fix. Rome was not built overnight. It's part of the process. Your body and brain are adapting at the moment. That is why things start getting hard. Biologically, we start adapting to hard situations if you're in an uncomfortable state for a long period of time. So just to describe where your mindset is, if you feel like you're in this dip at some point, or if anyone has been in this dip. Matter of fact, put me on the chat if you've been in a dip like this. Put me on the chat if you've been on a dip like this. We have a yes. We have yeses on Instagram and TikTok as well. Perfect. So workouts feel harder, cravings get higher, and motivation fades. That's a signal that you're breaking patterns. That's not a sign to stop. Neurologically, your brain is like, wait, hold the hell on. What the hell's going on? Because we're creatures of habits, we're trying to adapt to this new habit. And when you adapt to this habit of a lifestyle, that habit becomes a positive. At this point, because motivation is so high right here, you're excited. At this point right here, you need to understand that at the midpoint, you no longer need to be excited. You now need to be committed. Okay? You now need to be committed. This is when you're excited. This is when you're committed. You need to be committed here. Okay? This is why once you pass through this wall, your motivation starts going up, your time starts going up again. And ironically, this is when you see results. Guys, does this make sense? Do we have any questions? Zoom chat, does this make sense? Do we have any questions? Does this make sense? Do we have any questions? So we have two boxes here. Okay? We have quitters and we have people that keep going. In this left box, people who quit people who quit end up starting over after 3 months. People who also quit tone up or lose 10 pounds over and over and over and over again. They lose 10 pounds, they gain 10 pounds. They lose 10 pounds, they gain 10 pounds. Uche, not a problem. I love that you were in church. Absolutely. By the way, this counts. You just had to show up. That's fine. Love that you're here. Okay? They also feel guilty I butchered that. Guilty. They feel stuck. And they feel disappointed. Okay? Who knows anyone like this? Not necessarily, a lot of you guys are nice. You guys don't have to consider them quitters. I like to consider them quitters. Okay? But who has does anyone know somebody in their lives who has these qualities? They like to start over and over again, lose 10 pounds over and over again. And they feel guilty, stuck, and disappointed. Besides DJ Khaled, Ivan. You don't have to say any names. You could say yes or you could say no. Ivan says, my uncle. I appreciate you being transparent with me, bro. Uche says, I've been there. That's even more transparency. I've been there personally as well, Uche. Carlene has never met anyone like this. Okay? So people who keeps going, they hit their stride in 3 weeks. Okay? They got into momentum. Okay? They build the momentum. They gain confidence. And they get results. Okay? I know who I am. I'm this one. And I want you guys to type in the chat that you're this one as well. I'll wait for everybody to type that in the chat. Ivan, good. Ivan is this one. That's phenomenal. We got one. Uche says, I'm a keep going person. I love that. That's two. Let's go, people. We're missing a few. Even my TikTok and Instagram chat. Love it. We got three. I don't know. Is Donnie one of them? Come on, Donnie. I know he's working. I guess Donnie's not one of them. All right. It's okay. Type it up, bro. I'm this one or I'm not this one. Love it. Okay, so right now on this chat, I want you guys to drop one thing you're doing to get you're doing today to get through a dip, the dip that we spoke about before. Uche, you weren't here, but I really want to show this to everybody, especially since you weren't here. We had another phenomenal conversation about this. But for everybody else, I want you guys to type down on this chat at this moment right now one thing you're doing today to get through the dip. To get through the dip that we spoke about in the beginning of the call. To get through the dip that we're getting through in this call. So, Uche, just for reference, we have a motivation axis here, and we have a time axis here. We have week 1, we have week 3, week 6. Usually when people join a program or they're excited about something, their motivation is up here, right? And after 3 weeks, their motivation is down here. It drops, and they start realizing that it's extremely hard. And then if they push through this barrier, their motivation and their time comes up again. 90% of people give up here. But you guys are not one of them. So right here, people have excitement, but excitement leaves your body. Uche, you're absolutely right. We need more than just motivation. Absolutely. You don't need to be committed anymore. You need to be, you don't need to be excited anymore. You need to be committed when this gets hard. Because it's part of the process. So now that you have context, I want you to drop here what's one thing you're doing today to get through this dip right here. So Ivan says, I set a timer now every day to remind me that I have to go to the gym. I love that. That way I stay responsible. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. All right, everybody else, I want to see I want to see something here. One thing you're going to do today to get through this dip. Is it checking in? Is it hitting your steps? Is it pre-logging your food? Is it showing up to a Zoom? The Zoom on Wednesday? Is it tracking your foods like Carlene has been doing for the past week? What is it? Uche says, planning my meals every Sunday so I can see where I may have challenges. I love that. I love that. Donnie says, stepping up your game. Donnie, I don't know what that means. Ivan says, also preparing my meals too. I forgot that too. I love that. Look, even Ivan is on this call right now and he's cooking, he's meal prepping. I love it. Carlene says walking and checking in. I love that as well. Guys, due to popular demand, a lot of people really like this whiteboard presentation. I started it on our last meeting on Wednesday. If you guys love it, please put it on the chat. Love this presentation. Share a major takeaway on the community chat. This way we have more people coming on to our calls so that this could be a lot more interactive. It's already interactive. I would love to give people a little bit more energy through that, okay? So post on the community chat your major takeaway from today. I love you all. Have the best Sunday of your life. You just got to zoom in like you did in the beginning. That was perfect angle. Oh, yeah? Cool. Noted. I'll write that down. All right? When it's the whiteboard, I'll zoom in. All right, guys. I love you all. I want to see some takeaways on the community chat. Now. Peace. Thanks for the love, guys. Appreciate it.